Hey guys, for this video I wanted to touch on clutching a little bit and to hopefully give you some useful advice. As you probably noticed, I like to give examples of my own situations or my own clips. That's why we're gonna have a look at two different situations, two clutches. One is 1v4 on Faceit Premium, which was a little bit chaotic, and the second one is team versus team. It was a clutch against OG in RMR qualifiers. I chose two different situations so I can point out a couple of really important things you'll understand later on in the video. Next smoke.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know. Mid.
No chance, honest.
Push mid, no molly. Nice.
A couple of things I want to mention before I go into details and tell you what was I thinking during the clutch. You can probably see that we're losing 8-1, and the thing is, everybody's a little bit tilted, everybody's giving up a little bit, we feel helpless, like we cannot do anything to them, but you know, for me, I'm that kind of a person, I don't really care, I just play my game. And second thing, all of a sudden on middle, which we had under control previously, we kinda died on different sides, you know. Mid area wasn't that big of a problem. You know, up until this point you cannot just run out middle, although I believe... we actually didn't molly door. So we're just running through smoke. I thought we might have molly door, double door right side. Obviously it didn't happen. So my teammates are running through smoke and it's 138. It's 1v4. Like, you know, if I went through the smoke here, I would have died easily. So the next thing in this kind of situation I want to point out is that you need to be calm, you need to be patient, and you need to have a plan. Even if it's the simplest one, you need to have a plan to, as you can see, I'm looking at my radar to see where the bomb is. You cannot see it because of the camera, but you see me looking at the top left of my monitor. And the first thing I was trying to see if I can kill the middle guy somehow, but the time was already off, I didn't go through smoke, now it's too risky, so I'm waiting for another opening, which was exactly this moment. A little bit of cockiness from his side to peek before the smoke bloomed, probably feeling a little bit free since it's 4v1 from their side, and I'm happy to use this. Next thing is, I pretty much from the people alive, and this is what I want to point out. I know who's holding what of CTs. So, you know, it's 10th round already, and I know who's playing where. I know who's the opera, and who's the anchor, who's holding B. So I'm trying to figure out if this guy who's holding B, if you didn't notice, I heard the guy running con. So there's one guy on B left, and I'm trying to figure out if that guy is about to push. At this point, I think you'll hear the guy running. That's the guy from con, and I'm thinking maybe if this guy pushes B, I'll try to kill him. The bomb is right side. You'll see when I'm coming back. Boom, I get this guy. I know he's solo. There's nobody else. I know that this guy killed on middle, Kursi. He was playing together with Natew. Two of them. Natew was rotation, and I know it's 1v2. I know the middle guy, the rotation guy is missing, and con guy, which I can hear footsteps of. And now you can see the bomb is right side. I'm not thinking about the bomb yet, about picking it up. It doesn't come to my mind to do any speedy moves. Now, to be honest, I didn't expect this guy to come out of T-spawn like that. Luckily, I was ready aim-wise to take that duel. Won it. Although I have 29 HP, I hear the footsteps of this guy. So, you know, sometimes it's waiting for the opponent to make a mistake, but you need to have a plan always, like I said, and you need to stay calm. So I'm kind of faking here a little bit. The guy I killed, Natew, who came from T-spawn, gave info to this last guy for sure about the bomb, but he also gave him the info that I'm low. So I'm playing to that card that this guy is gonna make a mistake, he's gonna overstep, he's gonna overcommit, and then I take the best out of it, right? Which actually happened. So my point is, again, like I explained in a couple of previous videos, do not think about planting the bomb before you go step by step, because especially in pugs, these things are gonna happen. You're gonna have the round before you're even close to the site. The less tilted you are, the better you're gonna be thinking. That's why whatever the result, it doesn't matter if you're losing gate 1, it doesn't matter if you're gonna be losing this game specifically, you're always gonna be able to queue up for next one, right? And the most interesting thing, guys, after this round we managed to come back. Nah, just joking, we lost 13-3, but it would have been a nice thing. Anyways, jokes aside, it's a really nice thing to know that you're capable of clutching and capable of putting yourself in control of the situation. Like I said, I don't care if my teammates are tilted, if they gave up, if they're not trying, if they're trolling. I'm playing this game for myself and to improve myself. Not playing game for myself in that sense, you know, I'm gonna bait everybody and be selfish. No, if somebody is misbehaving, I'm not gonna allow it to affect my game and to affect myself. Next thing is clutch against OG, which was a really important round. Again, 8-2 score line, similar to what we had before. And after this round that I clutched, we actually managed to win the game. So it was a turning point for sure. If we had lost this round, I don't think we'd managed to come back captain obvious, but you know, it gave us that motivation, so to say, and that belief that we can do some damage and that we can beat them, which we eventually did. Okay, so what we initially tried here, it was half by round. We tried to go out middle a little bit delayed, just wait for the H's to pop and then we just go out. I was the guy throwing some flashes, I believe, in a smoke maybe. So I kinda trade heavy guard middle up close. To be honest, I didn't know I picked up an AK somewhere. You can see, because the video is cut, I don't have the original one anymore. You can see one of my teammates is upper heaven. So this is basically a 1v3 clutch with 4k in the end. What happens to him, he's gonna call that they re-aggressed ramp and cave, something like that, and that he did damage to one of the guys. So I'm with an M4 going out middle now. I'm trying to get the frag, get it down to 1v2. You can see I kill Kito here, who's pushed down ramp, and I'm 1 HP, which is not the the ideal situation. But I'm left up against Regali, who's up, and Viku, who I know is always anchoring. So what I'm thinking now, it's 1 minute on the clock. I'm gonna try to search for Regali. He is that type of a player, I don't know, he's confident, he's young, he's really good, mechanically skilled, and I'm playing ballsy, so to say, because obviously in this situation I have nothing to lose. If I wait too much, it's gonna be a done deal, and I want to try and take the duel against the Opper first. Since the two of the cities pushed ramp and cave, the op has to be an A, right? And I'm taking my best chances to one-tap him, you know, and make a crazy shot. I pick angle by angle, and this is the thing, he was in city, this was from his POV. Basically had little to none chance, but also let's not disregard as much as this seemed to have been lucky. This is the thing, guys, I was actually picking all angles like that, and I realized that I need to wide swing that. There's no jiggling, there's nothing. I need to take that duel and hope he's gonna have his op out, and you know that this is gonna happen. Anyways, I plant the bomb. Default for Donut. I have Molly ready. I do a little bit deeper molly. I wanna peek behind it and try to surprise Fiku. I'm going back to Donut, which in my opinion was not the best move, because as much as it's a default plant, I could have stayed CT for a little longer. I could have went Temple from CT. That's probably the best play you should do if you're in this situation. But anyways, I also know that Fiku is low HP, and you know, maybe I was overthinking a little bit that he's gonna stay hidden in CT or actually in Red Room rather and pick me a little bit delayed. So you know, I didn't wanna leave it up to those chances that I don't know where he might end up. I thought, because initially I killed Kito down the ramp in front of double door, I thought that Fiku might have also pushed T-spawn all the way. To be honest, I don't think this exact decision was the best in this situation. But anyway, still I'm focused, I'm ready for the duel at any time, and you know, he eventually picks from Donut. I get the best of him. We switch sides because obviously it's 8-3, one more round into the half. We switch sides, we start stomping them on City side, you know, it goes into OT. It was a really tough match and a close match. If we hadn't believed, if we hadn't stayed calm, none of this would be possible, obviously. So yeah, I'd like to sum it up real quick, not to make it too long and too complicated. I like my videos short and everything summed up. When you're left in clutch situations, stay calm, be patient, come up with a plan, follow a simple protocol things that you know who's holding where if you're T side, and you know, do not rush things. Always believe, always have the confidence, and especially a couple of rounds into the game, try to think about the pattern of the opponents. How are they playing? You know, there's some overly aggressive people, there's some more patient guys who are gonna be playing defensively, you know. Sometimes you don't have to make a move, the opponent will do it and you'll just abuse it. Doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, it just means you're wiser than them and you know, you have better anticipation than them. And last thing guys, don't feel like clutching capabilities are given in a player. That's it, somebody is born like that, and that's, you know, they're talented, they have the gift for it, they have the game sense. No, there's so many things, like I already explained, there's so many things we need to learn and we need to figure out and we need to realize and adapt to it. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video or you found it useful, please like and subscribe so I can continue my daily uploads. Peace.